leadership of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, the state of Uttar Pradesh is working tirelessly towards the growth and development of MSMEs in the state. The flexible attitude of the government towards industries has turned it into an emerging backbone of the country's industrial hub. UP's MSME sector accounts for 14% of the total MSMEs in the country, and initiatives like One District, One Product and Online Swarozgar Sangam are playing a critical role in helping the MSME sector in the state. Welcome to ET Now Leaders of Tomorrow presents the State View Uttar Pradesh, a series of conversations that we're doing talking about the initiatives by the Yogi Adityanath government when it comes to nurturing small businesses in the state. Now, in India's most populous state where the food, the language, the culture changes every few kilometers, we needed a program that unifies small businesses and recognizes their skills and helps in promoting them. That is where the ODOP comes in, or the One District, One Product, something which critics that we've been speaking to, experts that we've been speaking to say is a case study that other states can look at and can look at embodying and amplifying really. I'm in conversation with someone who has his eyes, his ears, his heart very close to all of these initiatives and is joining us for this very special conversation. It's my privilege to welcome on the show Mr. Navneet Sehgal. He is the Additional Chief Secretary MSME for the state of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Sehgal, so good of you to join us here on the show. I want to start by talking about the ODOP and what you can tell us about the aim behind that, how the program works, what details you could give our viewers on this.
See, the aim and idea of One District, One Product scheme is to encourage local craft and local craftsmen, and two things. One is to revive the local craft and then also improve the chances of livelihoods and improve the chances of employment of all those groups which are involved in those craft. You see, UP has a tradition of many crafts being here, which has been ignored over the year, and people have been moving out from that craft to other businesses. While it has been their family traditions, it has been there in their blood that they are particularly good at certain crafts. And now our Chief Minister in 2018 had announced this scheme of One District, One Product. The idea is to choose a product which is already kind of is a local craft and do a total SWOT kind of analysis where all strength, weakness and opportunities and threats relating to that products are identified, and then help the craftsmen to not only improve their livelihood but also contribute to the economy by improving their productions and then helping them to generate employment of the youth and create a economy where local cluster-based craft is encouraged. That to improve on the industry, particularly the micro and the smaller industry, the best way is to have or create clusters and then work on those clusters, create infrastructure, create both soft and hard infrastructure to improve their productivity, improve their quality, improve their packaging, improve their marketability, thus improve their livelihoods and improve the employment opportunities.
So what skills development measures are then being undertaken by the state government to promote ODOP? What could you tell us?
You see, we had as I was telling you, for all the 75 districts, we had initially identified 57 products because some of the districts had the similar products. So for all those 57 products in 75 districts, we had appointed professional consultants, like ADB did for a few districts. And similar consultants have been appointed to do a total diagnostic study of the product, of the ecosystem that is existing there at that moment since 2018. And the diagnostic study included all issues relating to their strengths of the product, their weaknesses, their opportunities, threats, and the interventions were identified and suggested for each, like raw material, skill, their finance, their production, technology, market. All these segments have been worked out. For skill, we have started a training program. We are training almost 20,000 craftsmen each year out of these 75 districts in their existing trade, existing craft, so that they can be taught about the latest technologies, the latest techniques of production. Also, we are providing them with a toolkit. Also, this is basically for the artisans who, although have been in that business for years, but they are aware, they may not be aware of the new technological improvements. So we are providing them with the technology input, also the latest toolkits available in the market, so that they get not only training but also equipments to use for their production to improve their productivity. Similarly, we have signed MOUs and agreements with national and international organizations for providing support. Like we have signed agreement with Quality Council of India to handhold and help them to improve their quality. Then we've signed it with Indian Institute of Packaging to help them to kind of improve their packaging. So similarly, for their finances, we have signed with Bank of Baroda. We are signing with other financial institutions to help them to make finance available. Like after training, we are linking them with the banks for availability of finance. So training, toolkit, and finance, all these three items are being provided. And similarly, we have also signed MOUs with Amazon and Flipkart to help them to market their produce. And we have also now created our own e-marketplace called ODOP e-mart, where these artisans are being onboarded to sell their products through e-portals, e-commerce portals.
What is the scale of revenue generation and the sources of financing? What could you speak to us about that, Mr. Sehgal?
You see, we have sufficient budget has been provided by the government. We have a budget of almost 250 crores annually to support various aspects of one district, one product, including training, providing toolkit, providing capital subsidy on the loans to be given by the banks, and then doing the publicity, marketing. So the budget is available, and I must tell you that the emphasis on the government on ODOP has helped the state to improve its export, because most of the craft is being exported overseas, and our export has risen by almost 38% in last 3 years. It was 83,000 crores. Now, last year we clicked 1,21,000 crores. And these emphasis on training, providing incentive, and tying up with the technical advisory services is helping them to improve the export as well.
What is the market outreach of some of these products, sir, that you could talk to us about? And, the plan to help these products reach a market much beyond just Uttar Pradesh, because that, of course, is the need of the hour.
No, you see, and that's why I was telling you, most of these items are being exported as well. So we are about to sign an agreement with Amazon.com for direct export by the artisans. Currently, artisans are not able to do the direct exports. After signing an agreement and bringing them on board on Amazon.com would help them to export their products directly to the foreign market. And similarly, we are helping our ODOP product manufacturers to take part in foreign fairs, foreign festivals where they can showcase their product. Last year, we held a biggest online ODOP market fair where international participants took place. Similarly, if Corona doesn't come back, then physical festivals and these events will take place. We are also now planning to take part in the Dubai 2020 with a big ODOP pavilion to showcase our traditional crafts, ODOP products in the foreign market. So these efforts are being done to improve their not only visibility but also marketability in the foreign markets.
So we have to take a quick commercial break. At this point, we're back in just a moment. Welcome back. You're with us on this very special series. ET Now, Leaders of Tomorrow presents the State View, Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Sehgal, I would love to talk to you about the role of digitization when it comes to the ODOP. What could you tell us on that?
See, we are making all our offices, the district offices online, and most of these ODOP schemes are online only. You can apply online, and the applications are sorted out there, and you are informed digitally. So digital is helping us. Similarly, we have the ODOP e-marketplace where the artisans are being now onboarded. So that will be digital trade. And also, since many of them have been onboarded on your Amazon and Flipkart, and all these are many of the artisans are taking advantage of the digital platform. Some of the smaller artisans have issues about GST. So we have also now introduced a aggregator, our UP Handloom Development and Handicraft Development Corporation, UPHDMC, has been made as the aggregator for the smaller artisans who are not able to onboard these e-marketplaces because of the GST issue. So this corporation will take care of the GST issue and will charge only a nominal service charge to help the artisans to market their produce. Idea is to bring artisans directly in touch with the customer instead of being through many levels of middlemen where the artisan doesn't get enough price for his produce, and the middlemen are normally the ones who take advantage of his ignorance or his less reach or no reach to the customer directly.
I understand about 90 lakh MSMEs, have really been established under this scheme. So first off, congratulations on this number. What is the plan when it comes to the future about ensuring that perhaps, more and more MSMEs are going to get covered?
You see, our target is to increase our export from currently at 1,20,000 crores to 3 lakh crores, 3 times of the current level in next 3 years. So to achieve that, we'll have to put a lot of emphasis on ODOP products because almost 75% of the total products being exported from UP are the ODOP products. So this way, the emphasis on ODOP products will improve our exports. We have a large base of MSMEs. In fact, 14.5% of countries' MSMEs, they are in UP. And many of them are in the unorganized sector. And where we are now doing a survey and listing of all such MSMEs so that we can handhold them, help them to not only improve their production and productivity, also contribute to the state's overall economic growth. You see, we have kept a target of making our GDP and our state to be 1 trillion economy. So for that, with the ODOP products, ODOP supply chain, ODOP product chain, would be very important contributor to making the state 1 trillion economy. And that's what we are working at. The last 4 years, our banks have financed almost 7 million new MSMEs. So we are creating a large base of MSME, including those micro, small, and medium. So this would not only help improve our GDP of the economy, also help improve employment opportunities in the state.
I want to talk about the Online Swarozgar Sangam, sir. At this point, I understand it's dispersed nearly in excess of 2,500 crores to over 31,500 odd MSMEs. Talk to us about the scheme. What is the need for it? What is the aim of this? What more information could you give us?
Programs, you need a lot of programs to handhold the MSMEs. As I told you earlier, most of them are in the unorganized sector. So they need a lot of handholding, particularly in terms of finance, because you see, the financial viability in first 2-3 years is always questioned, and you need to handhold them with some sort of a subsidy. Like we have ours is the only state where we are providing 100% interest subsidy to the micro units which have been established under PMEGP. The borrower or the entrepreneur doesn't have to pay any interest for first 3 years, because that is the crucial time where high interest costs, high fund cost can cause sickness initially in the smaller and micro units. And there the government is helping them with one, interest subsidy, second, capital subsidy, so that to reduce the burden of debt on the unit. So these actions are being taken by the state to help. Also, we have, as I told you, signed an MOU with Bank of Baroda. We have brought the ODOP, the term loan also under PSB 59 platform, where the industry can get loan in 59 minutes. So that way, the state is helping, tying up with banks, following up with banks to help the MSMEs to get sufficient finance.
So speaking of this scheme, COVID, of course, has impacted jobs everywhere, has impacted people everywhere. How did the scheme ensure that, the jobs were being protected, that there was an outreach as far as MSMEs was concerned, as far as the youth are concerned? What could you tell us on that?
No, the Online Swarozgar Sangam was created because of the lockdowns in Corona, and people were not able to move out. So they were given this facility of applying online, and we sanctioned online and we disbursed online. So this is not a regular phenomena, but it is going to be there. But since the restriction on Corona have already been lifted, now people have been moving around comfortably. But
sure,
to make things easy for the smaller entrepreneurs and artisans, this Online Sangam, Swarozgar Sangam will have to continue. And we are still continuing with it and getting more and more applications, and we are getting banks to sanction it. We are following with each bank to sanction more and more finance on easy terms to the smaller and micro units.
The UP government is coming up with its own MSME online service portal. What more could you tell us on this?
No, we have many online platforms. One of them is we have just created a platform called Uddam Sarthi. It's an app which is available free of cost. It gives the entire gamut of information on how to start an enterprise. This includes information as to kind of handholding information about how to apply, how to form a company or a partnership or individually, how to apply for a loan, which are the schemes for loan, then how to do your accounting, what are the taxation issues, what are the taxation rules, laws, everything which one needs to start an enterprise, to run an enterprise, is available on this platform. Second platform we have created is MSME Sathi. It is for the existing unit. This was created during the COVID period, when a lot of MSMEs were having liquidity issues. Then this platform was created to, one, help them to get their pending dues from the various government departments, help them to get financial assistance from the banks under the emergency credit line guarantee scheme, and then also to help them to get their GST refunds. Many of them had difficulty in getting their GST refunds. So all these factors were affecting their liquidity. So this network was created. So we have these two basic networks which are there, which have been created to help the MSMEs to solve their issues, get out of their problems. Similarly, we have also enacted an MSME Act where a MSME will get permissions to set up a new unit in 72 hours. And they don't have to bother for another 1,000 days for permissions. They can come on later, but they can start production in 72 hours after they make an application for registration and permission.
This is a much longer conversation, Mr. Sehgal, but we've run out of time. So maybe one last question in terms of what else you are doing that you could talk to us about when it comes to boosting the state's SMEs and MSMEs.
See, we have been working to not only improve but also create a infrastructure for these MSMEs to, not only improve their productivity, but also help them, handhold them in different sectors: finance, production, technology transfer, market, packaging. All these sectors we must, we are helping and creating new avenues. And like ODOP, we have created, as I told you, MSME Act, these two online digital platforms. Also, now we are coming up with new MSME policy where incentives will be provided to the MSMEs. You see, UP, as I told you, has a large base of MSME. It's a backbone of the economy here. And we know and we are working to improve the workability and improve the ecosystem that is available to help these MSMEs to improve their productivity, improve their productions, and also help generate more and more employment for our youth and help them to in their livelihoods.
All right. Thank you so much for your time here on the show. Completely out of time on today's interview. If you have any feedback for us, our contact details are on your screen. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.